Warning, the following episode of the Blackwell podcast contains spoilers from all episodes of Life is Strange.
This is me saying farewell to all of those who live to sell. There must be more life for me to see than famous folks and hip parties, desperation, drugs and vanity. Give me something real, tangible and free.
Okay, so that was Hollow Glow. You can find it on Hannah's YouTube page. Make sure you tweet her, comment, give her some loads of support. She's just so talented. I mean, the video was shot perfectly. You know, I couldn't think of anything like such a great video. I just get giddy watching it. All right. Okay, now before we go into the people that we actually chose for this episode, we're going to basically summarize the previous winners which we had on the Blackwell podcast, which is about 9 weeks worth of choices, so this is going to be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just going to quickly just look through them, mention really quick why we picked them. We're not going to spend as much time. If you do want to hear our thoughts more, you can go to the corresponding episode.
Indeed. And Joey, would you like to start us off with the previous winners?
Yes, I picked, it's titled Happy Kate by Bites by Rules on DeviantArt. I think it's pretty obvious why I picked it is because it's adorable and it's one of the best things in the world. It's got Happy Kate, it's got Hot Dog Man, it's got Alice, cute little clouds. When I saw it, I knew I had to use it, and luckily he let me use it. So
yeah, it's awesome. I've previously on the show, I've said it once, I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Like the expression on Kate terrifies me because she looks like she's gonna let go of Max any second. I
gotta give her some props on her upper body strength.
Yeah. I mean, she can hardly stay on the roof, but she held Max pretty well.
Ooh.
Sorry, too soon.
It's a little too early to go so dark.
I know.
Yeah.
I'll do it when we hit 1 year.
That's new for you.
2, okay?
All right.
Yeah, so the first episode I chose a Chloe cosplay by Yo-Yo Price on Instagram. And I honestly loved it because I've seen previous images of her on Instagram, and I really loved the attention to detail that she had with each image. I mean, she had the jacket spot on. I loved the editing on this actual image where she actually edited the tattoo on as well. I love Tank. That's her actual hair, by the way. It's not a wig or anything.
Wow.
The makeup itself and the hair. And the hair again. Sorry, hat. Hat is really well done as well. I really like this piece.
Mm-hmm.
And then this piece, Chloe by Sejoline. I'm sorry that I butchered your name. We
Did it once,
continue
we'll
that
do it
reputation,
again.
Yeah. So this was chosen by our previous co-host, Julia, who was with us for about one episode.
Right.
Yeah. And, yeah, she chose this sketch, which was actually our very first fan submission
Wow.
back in August. So we got to give you credit for that. And it's a sketch of Chloe.
Mm-hmm.
The nice old black and white traditional sketch of Chloe. And honestly, I love the expression on Chloe's face in this. It kind of shows the pain that she has inside of her because of Rachel, William, kind of the conflict that she has with David on a daily basis. I just like it. The shading's good and everything. I like it. Alright then, week 2. Here we go. Joey.
So this is by the same person. Both of these cosplays are. It's Ilana, and her screen name is Ilana DG on Twitter. I picked the one she did of Max. It's an incredible Max cosplay. Just everything about me, and the fact that she even went so far as to do the freckles and the way she has her hair, just a lot. The detail is great on it. Another thing too that I liked about the picture was kind of the blur around the hand, as if she was using her power. I thought that was a nice touch, and then the kind of gradient on that side is like the film burn effect.
It was really good. I believe, I'm not sure, but I believe that she actually did the made her t-shirt, just like Max's shirt from scratch, because if I remember correctly, she actually made the print on it.
Oh, really?
Don't quote me on that. I think that's what she did.
It was either her or the other one that I chose a different week.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those two. If it was both, great job. If not, we're sorry that we forgot. We are so sorry. And yeah, I chose the same cosplayer with her Chloe cosplay because honestly, you can see the contrast here. I mean, two different characters who kind of have somewhat different personalities, but it's the same cosplayer and they just look different.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I believe it's different color contacts as well, which is a really nice touch. And different eye, like the way that she did her makeup on Chloe in comparison to Max is brilliant.
Mm-hmm.
Just two different people, wig great, entire outfit great, and the way that she edited like Chloe's bedroom in the background was a nice touch as well.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on to week 3, the Rachel Amber week. And oh boy, I chose this piece called Stay With Us My Darling by Pavova Jr. on DeviantArt. And I don't know why, I really like these kind of sketches of just a portrait. Nothing from the neck up, or like the chest upwards.
Mm-hmm.
And it just basically focuses on the character's face, expression, eyes, because damn, the amount of detail that they put in the eyes of Rachel is just great, as well as the just overall facial structure, the detail in the clothing.
Are you gonna comment on the hair?
Yeah, I was waiting for it to say the hair.
I was saving myself. Okay. The earring is really well done as well. Also, the hair is good. I like the hair. Okay, yeah. Basically, to anyone who doesn't know, we tried to record this episode on Friday, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And throughout some of the entries, I kept on saying how much I liked the hair.
Over and over and over.
It's just a nice thing because it's so hard to detail.
Uh-huh.
And if you do it well, it's executed beautifully.
Mhm.
It's great shown here. So, yeah, well done, Popova Jr. Joey, your choice.
I picked. This is actually we've used Cloud Nix's stuff twice, and this is the first time that we used it. His son is Mysteries from a Strange Life, and actually their entire Life is Strange set you can find on their DeviantArt page. It's also they have it in sticker form, so you can. It's like $4 to $6. So if you like this stuff, you should check out. Get you a couple sets of the stickers, put it on your water bottles or what have you.
Still have to do that.
This one is Mysteries from a Strange Life, and it, of course, features Rachel. The Polaroids behind her, form the antlers and the ear of a deer, and just all around is really cool. I love the series that they've done, and the colors are really really pretty, like the deeper purple towards the bottom, and how the gradient up to the lighter pink up towards the top. Just all around loved it.
I kind of noticed it kind of looks like that she's kind of blushing as well. Which is a really nice and subtle touch. It might just be from the lighting of the antlers, but I kind of like it. It's a nice touch. Plus, I kind of like the style where the eyes are meant to be are somewhat bigger than what they're supposed to be. I really like that. Maybe because I like Tim Burton, I guess, and that's the way he kind of designs the characters, but it's nice. I really like it. Oh boy, now it's week 4. Boy, this was such a great week for us.
It really was. This was our first interview that we did with Diane Hutton. If you haven't checked that out already, you should. She's, of course, the voice actress for Kate. So you should see what she has to say about being Kate. It's a lot of fun. We were very nervous, but it was a really good experience.
And a word of warning, the quality is quite low because we were still early days then.
Right.
And for this week, I chose probably one of my favorite cosplays of all time, and it's the Kate Marsh cosplay by Venus Flytrap Queen on Instagram. I mean, if you could pull out Kate from the video game and just stand her there at a convention, you would probably get this cosplay. If I'm not mistaken, because people keep saying, Kate's hair, would be absolutely impossible in real life. This just completely just shows no. Cosplayers have talent, and this cosplayer has absolute talent and skill of styling wigs. Even Diane said that herself, right?
Yeah.
I mean, well done. I applaud you.
Yeah, and if also, like Diane set in with us the same way Hannah did, to look at these things. So if you want to see what Diane has to say about this, that's also in the interview. I picked Kate Marsh by Moon and Milk on DeviantArt. This image, it reminds me kind of one of those I don't know, there's a particular style of image, kind of almost on if you go into kind of a kitschy mountain store, to anybody that has been, that they'll have certain little canvas prints that are small and oval shaped and all that, and it'll have art that seems really in this style. So that was really nostalgic for me because of where I spent my summers, where I grew up, and that was one thing that drew me to this. On top of just the the lighting in the drawing and all that, and I really really loved it. And this is also part of a Life is Strange series that they did. I think they have 2 or 3 more in their
They got Max and Chloe. Not sure
and
about everyone else.
Rachel, I believe.
They got a Rachel one. Sweet. Yeah,
I believe
really
so.
This is really well done. Love the detail on the bunny and the flowers. And what did Diane say about the green use as well?
She mentioned, because she was a was it art history minor?
I think so.
She mentioned that green is often used as the color of rebirth in images, and that was very fitting for Kate. And I was like, dang.
Yeah.
Check out the art chops on Diane.
Yeah. We didn't expect such a deep input from her. But then we just got it and we were like, whoa, we really should have, we really need to learn more about art. Okay, now, here we go. Week 5. This was Nathan Prescott week. And I chose a piece called Mr. Jefferson is Coming For Me Now by Furious Spartan on Tumblr. And this was inspired by the voicemail scene of episode 5, which is one of the most feelsy scenes of the game. Well, in that episode. Not sure about the entire game. Well, for me it was. And, yeah, I like it because it shows the expression in Nathan's eyes, you know, the tears rolling down his face, how red his eyes look from the raw emotion of him, you know, which you can actually hear during the phone call, or the voicemail of Max. Well, to Max. Ugh, I'm messing up words today. I love the way that the foreground and background is mostly black, like it's got low-key lighting.
Yeah.
And like the only light source is coming from his phone, which is a really nice touch. I really like it.
Yeah, just the emotion in this image. It gave me chills when I first saw it, and I was like, man, I can't top that this week. Dang it, Jamie.
Yeah.
But yeah, just how terrified he looks and all that, and it's incredibly well done. And that's Furious Spartan on Tumblr and DeviantArt, I believe.
I believe it's on DeviantArt too.
So
The one I picked, I'm not sure why. It's kind of terrible, and honestly, I think I should probably publicly apologize for how bad it is. I'm just kidding. This is actually incredible drawing by none other than our own Jess. This was before she became a co-host with us. And it's a drawing. So it's Nathan and Nick Schreiner is the voice actor for Nathan. So it's Nathan and Nick.
it's Nathan and Nick. Yeah, I mean.
I guess
really incredible.
Yeah, I mean, it really is. I guess
Thank
since we
you.
actually have Jess as a co-host now, Jess, would you like to talk about how you actually drew this?
Oh, well, that's new.
Yeah. I only thought about it like about 10 minutes ago.
Oh, okay. Well,
Form a nice addition.
all right. So I used color pencil on the face, and the whole foreground was done in color pencil. I started out with Nick, drew the outline, colored him in a little bit, and then I actually when I first drew this, I wasn't planning on drawing Nathan in the background. But then I figured, I might as well, since nobody. I feel like it made more sense to do that, so I added all the characters in afterwards. And then I used watercolor on the background.
It's really well
so
done.
yeah, thanks.
I really like the addition of the pill ball as well.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, I wanted to have one extra thing to explain why what every character means. So, Nathan, he's crazy, but
yeah,
everybody has their own demons. So,
don't try and get deep here. We're not that kind of show.
It's not his fault.
Okay, now here we go. Week 6. This was your very first episode, Jess. So.
Yes. Okay. So I chose this Max cosplay by The Awakened on Instagram. And I think I think this was the shirt you were talking about earlier, where she made it herself. Cause, I don't know, it looks like she cut it and everything. And, but yeah, I love it a lot. I love the glare, going from right to left. It illuminates her face, like I said in this exact episode, actually. Really?
Rest in peace, first attempt.
Yeah.
Yeah, really. And I love the attention to detail that she did with the makeup on her face, and the expression is just very emotional and very moving, and I loved it.
Yeah, I love it. I love the detail to the makeup as well.
Mm-hmm.
See, so many cosplayers, when you actually see their Life is Strange work, you go onto the page to see what else they've done. They've done really good work from other kind of media, because I believe it was The Awakened. They do a really good Bayonetta, to those who are familiar with what that is. So, and with week 2 with Elena, she does a really good Warren as well.
Cosplayers are crazy, man, and like they're crazy in just how awesome they are. Like, I don't mean crazy like they're insane. I mean crazy like they're super talented, and I don't know, like costume design and stuff like that has always been pretty cool, I thought. And just seeing like people create these characters, bring these characters to life it's always just so fascinating.
It really is.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty, so yeah, for the Max week, I chose a piece called "Life is Strange" by Tucha and DeviantArt, and I kind of liked it because it's not the stereotypical, well, not the generic color scheme for Max, which is, the gray hoodie, like the kind of orangey background. It's mainly pink throughout, which is you kind of get to see on her Jane Doe shirt, but it's nice to see kind of a mix up around. And once again, I really like the hair in this piece. I love the detail to the eyes as well. Really well done piece, and the expression on Max's face is well done as well.
It's very very warm photo.
Mm-hmm. The hair is very good. That hair.
Yes, I get it.
My choice was "Here With Me" by Callist on DeviantArt. I really, really like the perspective on it, and just the perspective that it's coming from, kind of like looking up almost from the ground on the Max, and then the just the way that the background is like speckled and it just goes to white, and it reminds me a lot of like the Polaroids that you would see during the time jump, or like the montages that it would use in the game.
Yeah.
And then the lighting around the blue butterfly, making the butterfly seem like very ethereal and all that. I just thought it was really cool.
It just reminds me too much of the Sacrifice Chloe ending. It makes me
Yeah.
sad.
Same.
Yeah, it's really well done as well.
Mm-hmm.
I love the way that the background is so minimalist, but it's so detailed at the same time, if that makes any sense. What with the bench, the sky, it's kind of blending into the white background as well as the trees. It's a really nice touch. Alrighty then, Chloe Price week.
Alright, so my choice for this week was a Chloe Price cosplay again. It's another cosplay by Chloe Price on Instagram. I chose this piece because I love the realism of it, like how her costume is so realistic. Like all the other costumes have like kind of not like an artificial, but like they kind of look more like the actual video game characters. This looks more like a real life, like a person, Yeah. I love how they didn't really edit much of it. It's kind of real. The cigarette hanging out of her mouth is really a nice touch. And yeah, wasn't she the one who met Ashley too?
Yeah, she met Ashley at New York Comic Con.
Yeah.
And that video, it still makes me laugh.
Yeah, exactly.
Like Ashley, touch my hand, and you just see Ashley high five it. It's a great video.
Yeah. But yeah, I love everything about this costume. It's so detailed and beautiful, like all of the other ones.
I mean, like you said about the realism, it's kind of like, it's not really clothes that you kind of go out to see. It's like literally like they just got them at the wardrobe.
Exactly.
Which
Yeah.
is a great touch.
Like if Chloe was like a real person, this was what she would look like.
It was really well done. I like it.
And that is by _Chloe _ Price _ on Instagram.
Will I overscore this cosplay?
Oh my god.
Oh man, just leave.
Okay, Joey, quickly before more puns.
So my choice was Chloe, entitled Chloe, and that was by Black Assassin 999 on DeviantArt, stylized with a capital N at the end. And I like just an incredible drawing. Just the motion blur in the background, nice touch, like to show that she's driving the truck. Just a pensive look on her face. The wind blowing her hair. It's just, I don't know, it's great. I love the just the shading, the sunset shading on it. And I don't know, all the details in it is just really incredible.
I just love the general color of orange, which is present in this.
Right.
Just even though the blue from Chloe's hair isn't that present, it still is a striking feature in the entire image. It's a great piece. And I really like it. And I also love the touch of the graffiti in the back of the car as well.
I love the blur of the background as well. That's beautiful.
Okay, then. Okay, for that week, I chose a piece called Polaroids by Marika, and it's mainly black and white with some additions of color, where you can see by the swirl in the middle, but the blue kind of representing the tornado, the blood red by Chloe to kind of represent either, Chloe dying, then the rewind. It can kind of represent the rewind as well that Max has, and I love the stylization of the image actually itself, and the way that throughout the spiral that Max and Chloe are somewhat reaching out to each other, which is a nice, really nice touch. Love it.
It also has a very like comic book feel to it, which I like.
Gotta love those comic books. Alright then, time to move on to this. Well, technically Max week number 2. Yeah, the interview that we had with Hannah. Boy, that was a fun episode. Okay, so for that week, I chose a Max cosplay by Mousy-chan on Instagram, and I love it. I really like it a lot.
Oh my gosh.
As you can see with cosplay, I'm really like a cosplay enthusiast. I don't really cosplay myself that much, but when I see good cosplays, I praise the heck out of them. And this is a great example of one. Freckles, eyes, the overall costume as well, and wig, hair, what have you. I love it. There's a few more shots of her on her Instagram account, so if you want to see those, check it out.
I love the touch of the necklace too. It's beautiful.
Really, really beautiful necklace. Really beautiful cosplay. I really like it a lot. Gotta stop saying that too.
Hair.
Oh, we haven't even gotten to like this episode's stuff yet. We're gonna say we like it a whole lot more. So if you want some real in-depth opinions, stay tuned because we like it a lot.
Blackwell podcast, we like it a lot. Full credits.
My choice was Maxine Caulfield by I'm sorry, I butchered it then, and I'm gonna butcher it now. Heliana Jamai. We should probably start asking people how they pronounce it.
Stop guessing.
Can you meet your artwork, and can you pronounce your name for us?
Anyway, you can find this on their DeviantArt page. And although I should say it's Max and never Maxine, I'll let this one slide because it's a gorgeous image. And I love the the blots of watercolor in the back and just the colors of that. And one thing that I thought was really, really awesome is that in the yellow, there's actually, if you look closely, there's like lighthouse and Polaroids and all that. And it's a nice, really, really subtle, almost kind of Easter eggy type thing in there. And then I loved it reminded me of Take On Me, the music video for that with the line work on the jacket, and then it going into like more detailed with Max's face, and just the amount of detail put into like the actual like photorealistic part is insane. The shading, like I can't imagine how long it took them, but it's really, really quite incredible.
I think I can somewhat think of where the photo reference is. I think it's in episode 4 when Max is sitting next to Chloe's bed. I think, and I really like it. God damn it! I'll say that again. I also love the touch in like the highest point of blue, where there's a somewhat butterfly wing peeping out the right side.
Yeah.
Such a great touch. Jess.
All right, so for my choice this week, it was Life is Strange by Nimblewit on Tumblr. My friend Gabriella sent it to me, and I automatically knew I was going to choose this one. I love the sunset in the background. It's really, really, really beautiful. And just the way they took it, it's something that I feel like Max would take. Mm-hmm. She would set it up and everything. And I love how she's like a silhouette and holding out her hand. And it's very, very beautiful. And the cosplay is spot on. And I actually really like how you can't even see her face. Like, it doesn't even, like, she doesn't even have to show her face. It's like, it's perfect enough how it is. So, yeah, that was why I picked it.
Yeah, the way that she doesn't show her face reminds me of Max's Everyday Hero entry.
Mm-hmm, yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, I'm also a huge fan of sunsets. So I kind of can see why you chose this image as well.
Yeah.
Reminds me of the end of episode 1.
Absolutely.
You like sunsets, long walks on the beach.
I think, honestly, episode 1 was the only ending which actually, was happy, somewhat happy at the end.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, I think so.
Anyway. I
got the feels.
Yeah, the field train. Choo-choo. Time to move on to last week's episode, which was about the precious cinnamon bun Kate Marsh.
Mm-hmm.
Where does that come from? Where does the cinnamon bun thing come from? Where?
I think it's like a hair.
Oh, I was just going to say because they're sweet.
Well, that too.
Okay. I've seen it used to describe other characters. Somebody tell me. Somebody
tell us.
Lead me down the path that rocks on learning these internet things.
Yeah, I've heard precious cinnamon roll used before. So as soon as Kate was introduced, then I started hearing precious cinnamon bun.
So cinnamon bun, I guess, the deviation because of her hair. I don't know. It fits. I'll adopt it. That's fine. She's our precious cinnamon bun. My choice was Kate Marsh by Miyu Suzuki on DeviantArt. This thing is just so freaking cool, and I really want her to give it to me because it's just the coolest. I don't know. Okay, so it's stencils and spray paint on canvas. So this entire thing was made with spray paint, and using different stencils for the different shades and all that is how they made the image. And if you've ever actually seen stencil art and stuff, any videos of it being made, there's some really cool stuff on YouTube. Huge fan of the graffiti style stuff, and this has a very Banksy feel to it. So yeah, you should mail that to me. You should let me have that.
Yeah. I've honestly seen those time-lapse videos with stencils, and it takes a lot of time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It takes so much time because if you mess up, you pretty much have to start from scratch. And this is just great.
Yeah, I don't know if you want to hear me gush about it more, you can listen to the episode, but it's really, really cool.
Oh boy, I was really happy to honestly get permission for this piece, and because it's beautiful. It's a really beautiful piece. This is Made of Stardust by Serena Artworks on Tumblr. Where to begin? The bunnies. The detail on the bunnies, it's adorable. This image is adorable, okay? Because I love the outline of the rabbits, the violin, the books that she's sitting on, the background as well, kind of space. What?
I said it's Kate's heaven.
Get out.
Kate's not dead.
Yeah. What are you talking about, Jess?
In the alternate universe, if you know.
Stop. Just stop.
The 5% of people.
No. Okay, stop. I also love the addition of the stars with the kind of wires holding them up in the air as well, and just the overall detail of Kate. This part, Serena does sell prints, so if you're interested, go check it out.
I was gonna make some joke about the hair, but it being H-A-R-E, but it really only works if I wrote it out. So know that there was a good pun in there.
Mm-hmm.
But
Sorry, Joey.
In my head, know that there was a good one in my head.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess it was pun necessary. Jess?
All right, so my choice for this week was Destiny from a Strange Life. It was by Cloud Nixus yet again on DeviantArt. I chose this piece because I love her style, again, with the big eyes. I thought it was beautiful with that, and her emotion is very sad. I love the use of the color of green and how the Polaroids are in the shape of a cross that matches her necklace. I thought it was very well done and very well thought out and creative.
Yeah, I love the way that she's coming out of the Polaroids as well.
Absolutely.
Although this isn't the Kate I like seeing. I like the happy Kate, not...
Yeah.
Happy Kate from week 1, not sad Kate from episode 2. That kind of stuff.
Well, according to the in-game photo,
yeah,
where
really
apparently it's the happiest Max has seen Kate, she didn't look very happy, so maybe this is happy Kate. Maybe Kate is afflicted with the RBF. Yeah, I do. I love all of Cloud Nixus. I love this whole series.
Yeah. As I said before, I need to buy them. So I will be buying them.
You gotta save up the monies.
$6?
Some of us take a lot of time to get $6.
I know, I'm joking with you.
Oh, joking. Okay, so that was all the previous winners from previous episodes, and honestly, we really thank you for letting us show your work in such an early, so early episodes. We really appreciate it. And without that, Everyday Heroes wouldn't really be a thing in this in the show. So we've got to thank you. And now here comes the fun bit, episode 10, where we have chosen 10 entries each. So it's going to be quite a long episode. Everybody ready? Let's do this, and we're going to start off with Jess on this one.
All right, so for this week, I chose Life is Strange by Rad Pax on DeviantArt. This is absolutely 100% my favorite piece I've ever seen for this whole community. It was actually my phone case for a long time, too. Yeah, Hannah signed this one, too. I have it somewhere. I don't know. But anyways, back to the piece. I love the use of color in it, how the background matches your shirt, how the style is so different from the video game, yet you can tell immediately you know who it is. Again, I have to quote Jamie on the hair. It's beautiful. And I love the deer antler design in the background with the geometric features of it. And yeah, it's absolutely beautiful, and I love it.
Sorry, go on, Joe.
I was just the layout of it. Yeah, like it seems. I don't know. Like it definitely seems like it belongs on a phone case. Like it seems better than a lot of the licensed phone case that I've seen. So like, I don't know. Like aside from it just being incredible in itself, like just I guess the versatility of what you could use it on, it just seems like perfect for that.
Perfect on a poster as well.
Yeah,
it really would.
Well, I mean, for someone with OCD, it's like perfect because it's like perfectly symmetrical.
I also like the instead of Mac's shadow, it's kind of like being like a dark gray or a black, kind of two different colors, like the yellow and the light blue. Really like the touch of that as well. It's like graffiti almost, like pop art,
Yeah.
Like a comic book. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a nice touch. Almost like gives it a 3D effect.
Yeah.
Just got to get your glasses, see if Max comes on the screen and try and slap him in the face for choosing the wrong ending.
Oh my god.
Alright then. Joey.
I picked Chloe. This is my first choice and that is by Without a Fuss on DeviantArt. I don't know. Let me pick something to begin with, because this whole thing is just breathtaking. When I saw it, I was like, okay, I gotta have this.
The hair, it's normally a good start.
Yeah. So we'll start there. Thank you. The hair is very detailed. I like the way it's kind of blowing around a bit. It matches, everything else. Like the very, I guess, despondency of Chloe that's going on in this image. And then, in the background you have I Can't Sleep, which is graffiti that's in her bedroom. if you look on the butterflies, so there's one on her head, on her forehead. There's blood trickling down from behind it where she got shot by Jefferson. There's this super feelsy picture. It's just very for I don't know, for the colors used, it's very dark, but I guess dark in the metaphorical sense, not the color sense. But the one on her stomach also has a butterfly over it. The one on her chest, where I believe she shoots herself if you let her, or tell her to shoot the bumper in the junkyard.
It's on either side. I can't remember which one, but it's one definitely around there.
And then she has the, I guess, I don't know. She didn't have a tracheotomy in the alternate reality, but I guess that's like a ventilation tube or something like that, or maybe a feeding tube. That's on there, which is just like super, like, I don't know, for lack of a better word, it's just super feelsy. And then the colors of it, very, I don't know, I love that, like, kind of, like, new wave 80s pop to it that it has.
Neon.
Yeah.
Neon pink is unreal, but I kind of like it.
Yeah, I really like the contrast of what's happening in the image versus the colors used too. So it's just incredible. It's gorgeous.
Yeah, because if you kind of look at it from a distance, you say, "Oh, that looks really nice." Then you realize it's gun wounds, and you're, oh
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, no.
I also love the details on the tattoo.
Yeah.
And I love how her necklace is blowing in the wind too. That's a really nice touch.
Just reminds me of too much of episode 4.
Oh gosh.
That ending. Right, for my first submission, winner, I chose Life is Strange Max by Kikai Segono. And they have a portfolio on their site, kikijenkins.com. I'm great at pronunciation. It's just today's just getting. It's an off day, like every day. All right. I'm not sure if this was post editing or not, but when with art, you don't normally get to see editing with manipulation, like in Max's hand with the rewind, which is such a nice touch. And the butterflies just flying, kind of obscuring Max's face. The background is really well done. And just Max's emotion, it's just really well done as well.
Yeah, I do really love the kind of kaleidoscope feel to the background, and even though it's there, it's not like super obvious. So it still has some subtlety to it. I'm gonna try to sound as pretentious as I can during this whole thing. I'm gonna put in my art critic glasses. But yeah, I do. The lighting, like you said, Jamie, I love that.
I love the butterflies. I think they're.
I guess I kind of like the butterflies because they're not the traditional blue that you see.
Yeah, they're like a turquoise.
It's a nice change and just beautiful piece. Beautiful.
Very good. So check out these people's stuff.
I'm 1/10 done. Okay. Jess.
All right. So for this next, I guess you could call it, like gallery grouping of pieces. I chose Chloe and Max by Caro Chita on Instagram. I think that's how you pronounce it.
I believe so.
I chose this piece because it's traditional art, and there's not too much of it in the fan base. So I wanted to change it up a little bit, and I thought it was really creative how they did this. I thought, because Max and Chloe, they don't really take that many pictures together, so I thought this was really cute. The shading is really well done. I love the color of the background, and their Max's shirt is, different colors, so it's again really different than the Canon pictures, I guess you could say. And yeah, they're really, really spot on, but also have their own bits of creativity. So I applaud them for that. And yeah, what do you guys think?
I love the pink background. It's kind of like, it's got those those burn marks. If you can kind of tell on the top right hand corner, it's really, really well done. And I also love. I don't know why I'm a sucker for detail in eyes as well, as well as kind of the white marks you see as well to show kind of the light reflecting onto them.
Yeah.
I love that kind of stuff.
I like generally with like watercolor used as a medium, you see it like, I mean, specifically made that way to look kind of blotchy and all that. This is very clean for a watercolor. Almost a water Chloe.
Oh my god.
Watercolor image is very clean, and I like that. It's kind of interesting to see it used in a different style.
Joey.
So, my choice was My Butterfly Effect by Seru on DeviantArt. I'm typically not a fan of like the more anime style. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. It just doesn't really do it for me. But for some reason, it worked for me. And this is actually one of 2 of their artwork pieces that I used. I think the first thing that like really caught my attention with it was kind of how Chloe is fading away into butterflies, and also the transparency on Chloe. This is, another super feelsy. I guess I'm just a sad person. I just need to feel sad all the time because all my art is sad. But anyway, and then in the background, which Jamie, you had actually pointed this out to me at one point. You can see Chloe and Max holding hands. I don't know. This particular style also reminds me of a bit of Ayami Kojima, who is an artist. They've done, and that's not to be confused with Hideo Kojima, but Ayami Kojima is an artist. Probably most notable is like the Symphony of the Night era Castlevania. Just with the faces and all that, I kind of got a hint of that. I don't know if they were influenced by that, but that's kind of like the style that seemed to me that I guess I drew a comparison with. I don't know. It's just really, really pretty. I love that the butterflies are, the way that they did it. It makes it look like they're made out of light, as opposed to like the blue. The blue. It's just like these are actually like ethereal spirit butterflies. I just thought that was really cool.
This may just be me theorizing, but I guess with art you can kind of determine your own kind of summary about the image, right?
Sure.
And it kind of reminds me of the quote from episode 2 when Max is saying, "My powers might not last," and Chloe says it's okay, we will, by them 2 holding hands, but it's a huge contrast to what's actually happening in the image.
Yeah.
And it makes me sad.
Yeah.
Thanks, Joey, for giving us feels again.
I love the I love the tornado effect kind of going on there with like the corners, and I thought that was really, really beautiful how it goes from like light to dark, going from up to down. I thought that was very well done too.
That's
and
it.
Very emotional.
That's the game. It goes downhill from there.
Oh, true.
Feels. They always get the better of us. Okay, so my next piece is Chloe Price by Kanochi1111 on DeviantArt. And I'm gonna say it again. I really like this. Okay, so I know because there's no other.
You can't hate any of these.
Yeah, I really like it. There's a difference.
I mean, yeah, we picked them.
Yeah. I kind of right. I thought of this before, and it really reminds me of Remember Me, which is another game that Donald was involved in with the with the confliction of white, with the white and the grayscale to the actual color of the character. Tattoo details. Everyone seems to do it really well.
Yeah.
I'm jealous of it. Chloe's expression overall, how bright the blue in of her eyes, as well. Kind of striking, and as well as the orange blur and the light blue from behind as well. It's a really nice touch.
There's a very challenging expression on her face, and also a bit demure. Let's see what else can I say to sound pretentious. No, I definitely see the Remember Me. See that it also reminds me a bit of like Mirror's Edge kind of, and I think it might just be because of the white, like the white and grayscale, because that was very present in Mirror's Edge. But I don't know, it's very cool. This is another one that would look great, like just absolutely incredible as a poster.
Yeah, or phone case. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, like the addition of Chloe's shirt design in there, and the butterfly wings from behind as well.
Yeah.
I love subtle. How. Oh, sorry. I was gonna say I love how the background really contrasts the foreground, and I like how it's like kind of dragging down the page, like it's really you know what I'm trying to say. I'm sorry. It's just very powerful and moving and emotional.
Yeah,
and they did a great job. Well. Yeah, definitely.
Right then, Jess.
All right, so for the next set of pieces, I chose Chloe Price by Lazy Mile on Instagram. I love this piece because of the colors that were present in this. I really like there's like pieces of this piece that totally describe Chloe. The parts of the flowers, the vines on her, like of her tattoo, it's like very prominent in this piece. And I love the butterfly on her forehead. I think that is just very creative. The smoke coming out of her mouth is very different as well. It's just very colorful and very creative, and it's again a different style, which is very nice too. So yeah, it's very powerful and moving and very, very beautiful.
All right, I'm gonna get very deep with my comment. The smoke coming from the cigarette, it kind of reminds me of episode 1 again with the sky.
Oh my god, yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, I love it. I just like anything with that kind of attention to detail is just, you gotta love it. Mm-hmm. I'd have that on a t-shirt.
Yeah.
This would actually make like a really cool tattoo, I think.
You considering it, Joey?
No.
I'm good.
But I mean, if I were, I don't know. I think the only thing that I wouldn't think would translate well to a tattoo would be kind of the light, but you could take that out, or like you have like the light source coming from the forehead and the back of the head. Well
as under the chin as well. You can light source there.
But if you take that out, I think everything else would translate really well to a tattoo. I do really, really like the thorns and the flowers. From Chloe's tattoo. Also, I like the flower petals that are kind of blowing out away from Chloe. I think that's really quite awesome.
Beautiful piece.
It's very cohesive, and I love the glare too.
Yeah.
I was glaring at it for a couple of minutes.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry.
This is this piece is called "It's Over Now, Stay Close" by Wilderness Spirits on DeviantArt. This is another like perspective image, and I really like those. But also, I don't know. There's like the perspective of it, but also it's like very nostalgic to me. It's it definitely seems like, I don't know, like just a stop that you would make on a road trip where you just kind of pull over, you watch the sunset, which those are always like some of the best moments in road trips. And the sky is just like really, it's not like, I don't know, there's not like a lot going on, but at the same time, there still kind of is. You start to see like, it looks like you're starting to see some stars maybe like coming out because the sun is setting there by the light pole. I don't know if that was intentional or if I'm seeing things, but it's there to me. And the birds. I love the background, albeit very small. Like you have the deer in the background. You have the trees. I don't know. It's just a very very. I can't think of the word. Having a brain fart, but
You and I both.
Cool.
It's very cool.
Yeah, it's
yeah,
cool image.
it's awesome. But we'll just go ahead and start that. The first time we tried to record this episode, we said awesome like a million times.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's awesome.
And you can't have a Life is Strange drawing without a butterfly, so.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I remember they actually have a speed paint of this on their Tumblr page, which is really interesting to see. And
Yeah.
they also have kind of... They've cropped some parts of the image and showed more detail, like, for example, Chloe and Max's face. They've showed more detail in that. And I honestly really like the speed paint because I'm not being biased, but it did include a clip from our interview with Hannah in it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was talking about that. I'm gonna paraphrase here. How Hannah's kind of been through all the pain, but you can kind of overcome it and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they use that quote at the end, which is a strong quote.
Mm-hmm.
It's really strong.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I think I know
Yeah.
what quote you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm
That's
not great at
cool.
remembering, but oh well. It was a great quote, great drawing.
Yeah.
And I think they used. I think Painter 9 was the software that they used to do to do
I
this.
believe so.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it looks like real acrylics or something.
Yeah, it's
Wow.
digital. So
Wow,
it's-
wow, wow.
Wow.
Wowzer.
Wowzer, yeah. All right.
Alrighty. Okay, so this one is a Rachel Amber cosplay by Taylor Chan on Instagram. And personally, I'm technically being biased here because I absolutely adore Taylor's work. All the different cosplays and everything. And boy, just seeing a Rachel Amber cosplay just out in a wild at a convention, it's lovely. It's it's lovely seeing it. And just seeing overall detail about the cosplay that Taylor actually put into it, as well as the addition of the camera, because I believe Chloe said that Rachel was interested in art and imagery.
Yeah.
So I really love the addition of that. And the wig is pretty much a spot-on color of what Rachel's hair would be like in the game.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
like kind of that strawberry blonde.
Yep.
It's really cool too. Like we don't really see much of Rachel in the game itself. We see a couple of images, but we don't have an in-game model to go off of. So given what little bit we do have, this is like really well orchestrated, really well pulled off. I don't know, like they just captured Taylor just captured like what you would imagine Rachel to actually look like without really seeing her other than part of her body bag, but
Ouch.
Oh my god.
No.
sorry. sorry I went there.
I was more some light puns.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
just drop that bomb on you. But so this is really really awesome cosplay. And again, I'll say it again. Cosplayers are so cool. Like I don't know how you guys do it.
It's
But-
insane.
Yeah. And I believe that Taylor actually cosplayed different characters from Life is Strange. Like I know she did Max, Victoria, Rachel, Chloe. She's probably done more. I can't remember.
Dang.
I'm just blown away by her cosplays. Just
Wow.
well done. Okay, Jess, you're up.
All right, so next one, I have Life is Strange by Sketching Sans on DeviantArt. I chose this piece mainly because of the colors. The color scheme is really, really beautiful and really subtle, and it all pretty much matches. And it's very, very, very cohesive with the use of Max facing the other way, and then the print of Max and Chloe on the back of her. It's almost like it's its own picture, and then the Polaroids coming off of it. It's really, really beautiful. And I love the style they drew Max and Chloe in. It's very different from everything else we've seen, and the glow of the lamppost, I think it is, that's shining down on them in this picture is just absolutely beautiful too. So, and yeah, I mean, I thought it was very, very creative and very, very beautiful.
Yeah, I really love the transition between like the back of Max's head with a hoodie to scene by the lighthouse with Max and Chloe, and I also love the very small details of the Polaroids.
Yeah.
With almost every character that you kind of encounter in the game. I'm guessing the only one that you don't really see is Frank.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
Well,
unless that's him in the right.
Yeah.
That's David, isn't it?
Well,
I
beneath
thought
that.
it was.
So it looks like you got David, something I can't really recognize,
Wells.
Blue Butterfly, Jefferson. Oh, is that 2 Wells?
Yeah, it's 2 Wells.
Oh, okay. Okay, then yeah, we don't have Frank.
Yeah. But still, it's a great piece. Also love the addition of the font as well with Everyday Heroes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and I mean, just to kind of reiterate what you two said, the transition, the gradient of it is really, really cool. The image within the image is I don't know, I haven't seen too many drawings like that. It's really cool.
Yeah. And it's digital too, so obviously.
This would make an incredible t-shirt.
Yeah.
Mm.
Joey!
So mine is the Golden Hour 2. There is a Golden Hour Part 1, but I chose Part 2. The colors, I think, is what struck me the most originally, was just the sunset. Also, so I like kind of the, I guess, like meta thing going on, for lack of a better word. The Golden Hour is also known as the Magic Hour. It's in photography and film. It's like the time of the sunset, time of the evening, where you have the best natural lighting, and it's where you're going to get like the best lighting on any of your shots or any of your photos. So I like the title of it. And just it's I'm brain farting again, but it's kind of breathtaking in a way. Like, I'm just kind of like imagining standing there watching the sunset, looking over, the bay like this. And it's just, I don't know, it's a very warming scene. It's very, very pretty.
Mm-hmm.
The detail on the clouds.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It looks like it was just after the tornado.
Right. Yeah. After the storm is cleared. And,
Mm-hmm.
You have to remind me of that ending. Oof. You have to remind me of any ending. Jeez. Yeah.
Jamie, you're very emotional.
I know. Can't help it.
Who isn't, though, after Life is Strange?
Detail on the trees is great as well.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
even the distance with the rock face.
Yeah.
This reminds me of album art for a Brian Eno album. I can't remember the name of the album, but it reminds me of that. So yeah, let me just throw that in. Maybe someone will know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, if you remember it, make sure to hit Joey up. Him constantly.
Yeah.
He forgot.
Joey.
Joey. All right. For this piece, I chose a piece called "You'll Be Okay Someday" by Nerdy Lasers on Tumblr. And where to start with this? Like Joey said with a previous piece that we mentioned, I think it was one of the Max pieces when we did the Hannah interview. I really like the line work that was done, and the addition of the pretty much the two primary colors the two primary colors, the blue and the kind of lightish orangey pink salmon color, and when they're hugging, it kind of mixes into a nice purple. And I also love the addition of the butterfly and the heart as well, if you could see that in the salmon.
Yeah.
Just the gradient of the colors, like what I feel like is going on here, my interpretation of this wonderful piece, if we shall, and we shall, is so you see Max hugging Kate, and it's kind of almost like you have the blue, but it's almost as if it's like kind of disappearing by like this warmer saturation of color. The pink, the salmon, it's kind of taking over, and I feel like it captures really well the emotion of like, you know, when you are just hurting and, you know, someone hugs you or vice versa, just kind of that, like how everything seems to feel better in that moment. Like you seem to feel like, you know, you are cared about, you are loved. And so I think that is portrayed really well in the color gradient.
Yeah, I really like the expression on Kate's face. I think it's really emotional and really telling about their relationship. And yeah, I really also like the background, how it kind of fades out to the white and how it looks almost like splashed on there, or like splotches of like these different colors fading out. And I thought that was really creative too. So yeah.
Love it.
Next one.
Yeah. You're up, Jess.
All right, so the next one I chose was Life is Strange by Pathetic13 on DeviantArt. I really, really love this piece because even though it's like a cartoony design, like a video game design, it's so detailed and so realistic. Like the amount of detail on this, like I thought, like from like maybe the chin down, I thought it would maybe be like a real person, like a real life drawing. Only because, I mean, we know Max is a video game character, so. But, I mean, it was done with those qualities that really give it just, it's just outstanding. And I love the glow of the butterfly and how it reflects off her face. And, again, with the symmetry of this piece, the Polaroids, like, kind of circling around her. And I like how on one side it's a blue background with red Polaroids, on the other side is this opposite, which is red with blue Polaroids, and then it kind of like collides in the middle with Max. So I thought that was very creative, and how also how the Polaroids seem to be like dripping down or dripping up. I don't know. But yeah, I thought it was really, really amazing, and really just I'm blown away by it.
Yeah, I mean, I really love the detail on Max's clothing. With, like, you can see every single individual crease.
Yeah.
A really nice touch. And the kind of style reminds me of a game that came out a few years ago called Alice Madness Returns, which is a very stylized, mature take of Alice's story, which is...
Oh, yeah.
It's a good game. And this style just kind of reminds me of me playing it, which was such a fun experience. Kind of gives me the nostalgic feeling that Joey had in the previous entry.
I definitely do see that too. Like, I don't know, it fits well with like the nightmare scene, like especially with like the bleeding and melting of the Polaroids. I don't know, it seems like it could almost be like a part in the nightmare scene.
Oh, it's kind of like the two different colors are kind of like two conflicting sides of Max.
Yeah.
Two whales.
Oh, yeah.
Symbolism.
Oh, my God.
Anyway, this image is not pathetic by any means.
No, definitely not, no.
Joey?
Or 13.
Yeah, it's just the one. Although you could say 13 if they do sell prints, so you should probably check the DeviantArt for that. Joey, quickly.
Yeah.
This is my second by Seru on DeviantArt. Again, similar style. Well, same style because that's the style that they use to draw. What I like the most is I feel like in image and like paintings, drawings, and all that, the only way that you can like convey like a pitched black, like a true darkness, is by use of light with it. And I think they did an excellent job with like the gradient, with the blue gradient, as well as the white butterflies, and it kind of works hand in hand, like it plays off of each other. The white in the butterflies makes the black sides look like a pitch darkness, pitch blackness, and then the darkness of the sides also make the butterflies look as if they're actually, made of light, like these spirit ethereal butterflies glowing. I thought that was just really, really awesome. And then, we see Max, and it's like Max's face and all that. It is a very unique style that they use. Again, it reminds me of Ayami Kojima's work. And, again, like, I'm not the biggest fan, I guess, of like the more anime, like kind of manga style, but it really, really works. And I think, I don't know, this is like an awesome usage of that style. Um, yeah, it just.
Mm-hmm.
I can totally understand where you're coming from. It's a really great piece. I also love the teared up Polaroids. It's kind of like falling down throughout the image. Expression on Max's face, the detail and the tear on her eye.
It's another sad one.
Yeah, definitely.
We've probably got to ban you from actually choosing sad images. or put a limit on something.
Yeah.
Can't stop the darkness in my heart. It's not a phase, Jamie. This is my life.
I'm sorry.
I definitely agree with you though, Joey, about like the whole anime thing. It's not really my style either, but I definitely see where you're coming from with this piece. It's very, very emotional, and I think it definitely works for this section. Mm-hmm.
It really does.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty, so this piece I chose is Life is Strange by Little Miss Boxy on DeviantArt, and it's right. So this one is a bit harder for me to explain why I like it, but bear with me here. Okay, so first of all, I'm a sucker for the color blue, with the like the stylized background is like a big bonus for me as well. In addition to Chloe's eyes, her hat, as well as the overall shading of the skin tone of her face, being lighter on the tip of her nose and cheeks to what it actually is underneath her chin, on the neck, kind of the collarbones as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I also love that the tattoo isn't like this, like the in the dark colors is more of a faded away kind of sense.
Mm-hmm.
There's also a nice touch, and if you can see very carefully, there's a kind of like a glowing outline around Chloe, which is also really nice.
The blue used, like the blue and black combination used in the background reminds me of from episode 3, the pool scene.
Oh.
Like it looks kind of like, how you have the Olympic sized swimming pools and they have the underwater lighting that they have, and at nighttime when those are on, it gives kind of like this feel to it, and that was a really, really nice scene. It wasn't sad, so hey.
No. See, that's where you gotta learn.
It was happy. Oh my god.
Yeah, I really like the expression on Chloe's face too in the image. It's another, like it shows kind of the attitude of Chloe, portrays it very well.
The badassness.
It's
But I really like the outline too. I don't know why, I love outlines personally, like how it's kind of glowing, makes her stand out a lot. And I really like the texture in the corners too. I thought that was really creative as well.
Yeah. I also even like how she did a signature as well.
It's like a stamp almost.
It's not even like you have to look very hard to see, did they sign this or anything?
Boom. I feel like it was a part of the piece too.
Mm-hmm.
Like almost like it was like Chloe's
Chloe did it.
Yeah, exactly. Her graffiti. That's what I was looking for.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It's beautiful. Okay, Jess.
So move on to the next one then. So this one I chose, it was called Taste of the Things to Come by Shay _ on DeviantArt. This was a cosplay that was very hard to choose. It was either between this one and another one that they did. And I thought of this one because it's a lot different than the other cosplays that I've picked and that we've used on this show. So I personally like it because I like how their hands are kind of like crossed in the middle, and the focus of it kind of seems to be on the Polaroids in the middle too. That kind of does all the telling for you, really. And I mean, again, they have the shirts on, they have their bracelets on, and they're reaching for the glasses. I think that's what their drinks. And I thought it was very, very well done and very well thought out. And I feel like it would be something that they would take a picture of too. I feel like that would be one of their Polaroids. So I thought it was very creative.
You did well when a filthy Warren lover likes your Pricefield. photo.
Oh, cutting deep.
Ooh, that hurt.
Just kidding. I like how this image itself. You get a taste of the cosplays. You can tell that they're really well done. I mean, from Chloe having the blue fingernail paint to just you can tell that these cosplays are really well done, but you don't get to see a lot of it. But what I really do like is the kind of story that this tells. There's not a lot going on in the photo. Like that's the great thing about art is you get to make your own stories, and this could easily be on the road trip after you kill the entirety of Arcadia Bay. They're like, hey, let's go get milkshakes. Sorry, that was dark.
Everybody knows that's the great transition from murder.
You make it sound like so much fun. No big deal. Just killed the whole town. No big deal.
We just raised an entire city, but no, it could be at the Two Whales, but I really like the Polaroids too. I feel like that's a nice touch. They're looking over the Polaroids together. It's really cute.
Yeah, you guys pretty much said everything that really needs to be said about this.
Mm-hmm.
Damn you.
Sorry.
One thing I kind of do like about it, which some people kind of skim over with cosplays, is the addition of Max's wristbands.
Mm-hmm.
They're pretty much the exact same color as well, and I just love how it's beautifully shot.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and to make it a little bit less grim, it could be before episode 5, so you never really know.
Yeah, it could just be chilling at the diner.
Yeah, Joey. Try and put seals on us again. All right, Joey.
Blame, don't nod. They made me this way. So I picked. This is a series. Actually, I think they went through the whole tarot deck. Velocity Smells did as their Tumblr username. But Jamie said I couldn't use all of them, so I had to pick one. Thanks, Jamie.
Welcome.
So I picked the Chloe Death card. From my understanding, I'm not too savvy on it, but from my understanding, death doesn't actually mean, like, if you were to draw that card, it doesn't actually mean you're going to die. It could mean, transition,
Renewal.
Right,
Birth,
renewal. I'm not.
It's pretty much like the color green that we kind of explained earlier.
Right. But generally speaking, like in your Art Nouveau decks and all that, you do see death portrayed, as the Grim Reaper in some degree, some variation thereof. And this is just all that whole deck is awesome. I really love the Chloe one, even though it is super dark and feelsy. Because she's dead in it, and it's sad. But the colors, used it has I don't know, it's so rich in a way. I guess I don't know if that's the right word to use, but I'm going to use it anyway. And I love it looks like a coffin. It looks like she's laying in the coffin, but the coffin is where the satin would be. In the coffin is, butterflies. I believe that's what that is. Flowers. And then she has the vines wrapped around her. Another thing too is this reminds me a lot of, again, not necessarily the art style, but I guess just the overall feel of it. It reminds me a lot of Castlevania, and I love Castlevania. So. I don't know. I wish this was an actual tarot deck that I could own.
I really love the high contrast between kind of the palish colors and then the bright red and the bright blue from the flowers and the
black.
Yeah, and the jet black from the side, from the edges as well. Thanks for pointing that out, Jess. As well as the edge as well. It's done beautifully.
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of Snow White too, for some reason, the way she's laying there. And I also really think it's kind of ironic how she's she like wrapped in like barbed wire because that's again part of her tattoo as well. In the flower petals that she's laying in, I think is kind of, it looks like a little bit like blood. So I thought that was really well done too. Nice touch.
It really is a nice touch.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty then. So this one, next piece, I chose a a Life is Strange Polaroid of Chloe and Max by Berry Yoga on Instagram, and I kind of like it because I guess because of the size and the amount of detail you can put in something that small.
Mm-hmm.
Because the amount of detail that they put into this image, which is, as you can see, a thumbtack is about, you can see the size of a thumbtack compared to that, and a thumbtack is reasonably small.
Yeah.
Right.
And yeah, it seems like Max and Chloe are kind of out partying. Max is doing the shaka bra thing with a hand, which is awesome.
Chloe got to her for sure.
Yeah, and I love the kind of transition between the blue and the kind of like light pink in Chloe's hair.
Mm-hmm.
Like it.
I love the Polaroid style. Even though this was done, this is a drawing painting. It was done in the style of Polaroid, and it looks like it could be a Polaroid from the game. Like it's done in some of the like background art that you see in the game. It's like similar style. It's a really cute picture, and I like that they have it on this cork board. They have another picture of Chloe in the background. It really. It feels like it's just straight out of the game, which is awesome. Mm-hmm. Like it seems like something that you'd find in Max's room.
Definitely, yeah. Mm-hmm. And I think it was done in Copic markers. If I'm not correct, it like I feel like it'd be too small to do watercolor detail like that well. But yeah, it looks like maybe a mix of Copic markers or color pencil. So. I mean, terrific job. It's definitely something that would be straight out of the game, and it's very cute.
I want it.
Yeah, me too.
I want all of this fan art. Just send it to me, please. Right, then.
So for the next piece. So for the next one I chose, it's called For Luck by Beard on Instagram. I said it last time, and I'm going to say it again. I love this piece. I mean, why. I'm sorry. Okay. He's so cute, and the piece is just absolutely adorable. Even if they're not a thing, I still find it cute. Like, I understand there's Pricefield shippers, and I respect that, and I totally get it. I used to be one, and I still kind of am, but I don't know, I have a soft spot in my heart for Warren, so this piece kind of just like shouted out to me. And I love the laurels in the background. It kind of makes it all very symmetrical and circular, and again, love it. So yeah, I like the style as well, and the black of their shirts is very creative, considering that like this was done for the episode 5 scene where the tornado was hitting the diner. So again, I thought it was very, very cute.
It is very well done. I won't fault the content this time.
Thank you.
I won't fault you for liking it.
No.
Thank you.
It reminds me, the style kind of reminds me of like, I don't know if you've ever seen like storyboard images from like Pixar movies and stuff.
Yeah.
Like it kind of reminds, like, I don't know where I'm getting that from, but it kind of reminds me of like a Disney storyboard, like maybe Pixar storyboard type thing.
I know exactly what it reminds me of.
What?
It reminds me of Rapunzel and Flynn Rider from Tangled. I'm not sure if you've seen that movie or the storyboard. It just reminds me of that for some reason.
But yeah, it is really well done.
Yeah. And it's kind of funny that you mentioned that scene, Jess, because Joey and I were watching a live stream of that episode.
Were you really?
Yeah, Lena, my good friend Lena, was streaming it, and she had the it was like that option where you had to either kiss, hug, or just ignore Warren. She didn't have the option to kiss. Everyone was laughing. It was so funny.
I hate how everybody's so mean to him. I don't know. I get what he's going through, and I don't know. I find it sweet that, there's somebody like him.
For me, Warren's a 50-50 kind of character.
Yeah.
Well, maybe
I don't hate him.
Yeah. Or maybe touch on him in a future episode.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
give our full feelings about him.
Yeah, that'll be my favorite episode for sure. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Yeah.
So, as I've mentioned on this show before, I believe I'm a huge comic book nerd. Love them. And so when I saw this, I was like, dang, Q-Tori on DeviantArt, did you make this for me? Without even knowing me, I think you did. So this is called Supermax, and it is issue 1 of the Strange Tales of Supermax by Q-Tori Comics. I love the style. I love, I don't know, like it looks very much like a real comic book cover, and you know, we've got our sidekick Chloe. I don't know, like everything going on with it is just awesome. You got Kate in the background. Like this is definitely, I'm intrigued. I wish they'd actually make this comic.
Yeah.
Yeah, can I buy this?
Yeah. The vortex swirl behind Max and all that, you know, adds a nice touch. They even went so far as to add a barcode.
Yeah.
And like that's, I don't know, I love it. To steal a phrase from Jamie, I like it a lot.
Yeah.
I like it a lot. I like the individual colors that each of the characters have, like the Max with the pink and Chloe with the blue, Victoria yellow, and Jefferson with the red, and then poor little Kate back there. But yeah, I totally get what you mean, and I think it's very creative that they did this, and I totally wish I could buy it.
I would be very happy if they like did their own stories and they just drew out Max and Chloe in that kind of style. I would definitely buy that. But it reminds me, I'm not sure if you two are familiar with Dark Horse comics. Kind of reminds me of that kind of style.
Yeah, I can see that.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
I also love the addition of Jefferson's red eyes.
Oh yeah.
Gives him kind of more of a villainous look.
Yeah, definitely.
Which that was, you know, people actually complained that he kind of turned into like a comic book villain in episode 5 with his monologue and all that. So
Look at their wish if they want this comic, they should totally contact Q-Tori to get on it.
They'd probably love to do that.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright.
So this piece is by Sulphur Ice, and this is a Rachel Amber commission, which someone commissioned a while back.
Oh my god.
And it's beautiful.
Wow.
What else to say about it, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I love the detail of the plaid on her shirt. There we go. Sorry, I had a mind fart there, like Joey.
And me.
The kind of gradient between the sky kind of reminds me of the sunset of Acadia Bay.
Mm-hmm.
Even though it has kind of more of a reddish tint, which I'm perfectly fine with. It's actually probably one of my favorite sights, just seeing like a bright red sky.
Yeah.
You kind of rarely see it where I live, but when you do, it's beautiful. Kind of the addition of the shading of like Rachel's kind of facing away from the light source, so you can see on her right side, you kind of see the right side of her face light up. It's also a really nice touch. Ooh, love it.
And her her hair blowing in the wind and all that. I'm glad this was a commitment. I'm glad they got paid to do, because this is incredible work. And yeah, it is. I don't know. It reminds me of like actual lithographs. Like I have some Street Fighter lithographs, and I don't know. I would love to have this as like a nice glossy lithograph. Like it's very, very well done. And yeah, like just to echo you, to parrot you, Jamie, just the light on the face is a very nice touch.
I really want to touch on the background, because I feel like that has so much going on. I think that's honestly my favorite part of the whole thing, honestly. Like, I feel like it wouldn't be complete without the background. I think it's absolutely, absolutely beautiful. And the birds going out of the frame is absolutely, oh my god, it's insane. It reminds me so much kind of Divergent. I don't know if you guys have seen that or read the books, but it reminds me a lot of that. And I love how it almost comes down into like a Polaroid kind of frame. You know what I'm talking about? Like a border. And I thought that was very creative too. So
I love the way that Rachel's kind of outside the border as well, and
yeah,
move
yeah.
upwards, it starts to come out more.
Yeah. It's almost like, where did she go? It's like her leaving Chloe.
Going to the junkyard.
Oh, too soon.
I'm sorry. Come on, Joey had his turn. I had to let go. When you had to go at Kate, Joey had to go at Rachel. Why couldn't I for once?
Yeah.
Always take the shot.
Yep. Oh.
Boo!
Oh. All right. So should we move on then?
Yeah.
All right. For the next piece, I chose it's called just Chloe and Max by Your Awesomeness Cat and Aloes Shrampy. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong, but they're on Instagram, and I absolutely love this piece because the cosplay is just brilliant. I thought it was done in a way that is very Max and Chloe-ish, if you could say that. I love how it's a picture of Max taking a picture of Chloe, and they're on the train track, so of course you mean Life is Strange right there. So yeah, I mean, I loved the expression on Chloe's face. I thought it was very realistic because, I don't know, I feel like Chloe would be doing that. And yeah, I just really like it overall. I think it's very spot on and, you know, Life is Strange.
In addition, that Max's camera isn't a Polaroid either.
Yeah, definitely.
Canon, like DSLR.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of a nice.
It's like Life is Strange updated.
Life is Strange. I can pay my college tuition.
2016, yeah. Oh man.
Yeah, you guys hit the nail on the head. Just the cosplays themselves are awesome. The framing of the photograph is awesome. And it's by Your Awesomeness Cat, so it's awesome. I picked. This was actually one of our submissions. They sent it to us. This Giru Giggle Fairy on Tumblr. I think I said that right. That's what it is now.
Yeah.
Sorry if that's wrong, but I'm changing it. You're now officially Giru Giggle Fairy.
Congratulations on your name.
These are so cute. These things are so freaking adorable. Like, so it's these little clay figures of Max and Chloe. You can tell they're not very big, just even though, you know, the focus of the photograph itself is on them, but like you kind of see some of the stuff in the background and you can tell they're not very big. But despite that, they still went through the effort of, you know, adding the detail on Chloe's tank top, adding the tattoo on her arm, you know, the detail on the hair on Max and Chloe. They gave Max a little Polaroid. They gave her her bag. God, these things are so cute. Like, and I don't know like much about using clay. I remember playing with Play-Doh as a kid, and I could never make anything very that wasn't just a blob. And so, like, I don't know. This is just it's very unique. You don't really see like much of the like physical art type stuff done. They should do a diorama with like all the characters. It'd be so cute, and then send it to me.
I love sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love how Max has her Polaroid camera. It's so cute. And they kind of look like the Pop Funko thingy majiggies.
Yeah.
Especially Chloe's, like the shape of the face and everything. And yeah.
I mean, honestly, it would be really cool to see these characters, you know, like more of them. You know, Joyce in a waitress outfit, David in the security guard, Rachel in a body bag, Jefferson.
No!
I'm sorry.
I mean, we crossed that threshold a long time ago, and we're just spiraling.
I know.
You guys are killing me.
At least we didn't kill you, you like Nathan killed Rachel. Okay, moving on. Sorry, that was uncalled for. Alright. So this piece is by Leratos, and it's Max Caulfield, which is a portrait of Max. And where to start with this one? I love the way that it's kind of like the piece that Joey mentioned earlier, It's Over Now, Stay Close, where it's kind of more like a fisheye lens, where it's kind of focused on one part of Max's body, and then it's kind of zoomed out on the rest, and it's kind of focused on Max's hand. And just seeing the detail in Max's hand in this image just makes me rethink my life. I mean, I'm terrible at drawing hands, and just seeing that detail in that just makes me all kinds of jelly.
I'm surprised you haven't commented on the hair yet.
Oh, I will. Thanks you. Yeah, I really love the hair, and like the way you can actually see the different where Max brushed it. It's actually where you can see where she brushed it. Down the side, down from the sides at a cross, where her fringe and bangs are. Really cool. Also love that she isn't wearing the traditional Jane Doe as well. Nice change up.
She looks so badass in this picture.
Yeah.
Sorry, keep going.
Well, yeah, I mean, that was... we usually see with Max, like fan art of Max, we see her timid and like shy side and her very unsure, but this is this is kind of we get to see like where Max becomes confident in herself. And like I imagine this is around episode 5 Max, where she's very driven, very knows what she's doing, and is no longer like kind of scared and timid. Another thing too is it kind of reminds me of going back to the comic book thing. It kind of reminds me of like comic book art style. Like almost kind of like I get kind of like a Scarlet Witch type vibe from it. Yeah, but just the lighting and stuff, it gives it a very just comic book feel to it. And then I love the light swirl going toward her hand, like the spiral, the vortex of that, where she's using her powers. I thought that's really cool.
Almost kind of looks like flower petals, to be honest.
In a way, yeah. Or maybe that's what it is. Maybe it might be that, actually.
Yeah, still, it's a nice touch.
Yeah. Totally agree.
Yes.
Alright, so next piece. This one is called Chloe by Art by Yepire on Tumblr. I really like this piece because the way it was drawn, I mean, I gotta comment on the hair. I think it's done very beautifully, and I love the light and the shadows that are kind of like drawn on here. It kind of like you can kind of see like not flowers, but like leaves and rays of sunlight coming in from the left, and I thought that was very beautiful too, and it contrasts a lot with the background. And you can see her necklace, her beanie, and yeah, I mean, the emotion that she is obviously showing in her eyes is very powerful as well, and I thought that was very well done too. So, but yeah, I mean, overall, this piece is very beautiful, and yeah, I just like it.
Yeah, speaking of the expression, it kind of reminds me of like episode 5 Chloe, which is kind of accepted her fate.
Yeah,
You
definitely.
had to choose a sad one for this, didn't you?
Oh, sorry.
It almost looks like there's tears in her eyes, kind of welled up. But yeah, it does have a very like ethereal, like just from the light coming down the shadows that it's casting, the transparency on the night sky. It's very ethereal, kind of. I guess this is like the spirit of Chloe, which is sad, but the image is really pretty.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
So despite its sad content, is very, very well done.
Yeah. All right, Joey.
So this is actually, I'm going to be commenting more so on the photography, because Beatrix Production is like the photography, the guy, that's his production company that he does. He does a lot of cosplay photography. The actual cosplayer itself, It's check. I'm honestly not even going to try. His first name is Kyle. I'm not going to try to pronounce his last name. I'm sorry. I know I'm going to butcher it, and I really, I don't want to be so disrespectful that I even try. It is a great cosplay.
Mm-hmm.
The cosplay itself is very, I don't know, it's, spot on Nathan. He's got the busted lip, the black eye. From the photography standpoint, just, this guy knows what he's doing with, positioning his model, the framing of it, the lighting. It's very, I don't know, it captures Nathan, very the dark nature of it. So I think, I don't know, I dabble in photography a little bit. I've never been very good at portraiture, but I've always respected people that are really good in it. But yeah, this guy knows what's up, and with just the position of his lighting to give the shadows and all that, it's just really, really well framed, really well shot.
Yeah, they've used the rule of thirds really well in this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and you kind of the lighting contrast as well between the overall dark atmosphere to Nathan's actual persona and jacket. So it's great contrast as well.
I mean, you guys pretty much said all I was going to say. But yeah, I mean, the emotion that he's obviously feeling is very powerful. And I mean, he's just so cute. I'm sorry.
I like Nathan.
I know. I like them both. I like Nathan and Warren. But I mean, Nathan is just obviously he's just misguided, and very emotional, and he has a hard way of dealing with his demons, and I think that this picture really captures what he's thinking and the remorse he feels after killing Rachel, or after that phone call to Max in episode 5. But either way, I mean, I thought it was very beautiful, and just his facial expressions are very deep.
You're kind of touching on Nathan's emotions. I'm kind of going a little bit off tangent here, but I guess the only time where you really see Nathan happy is when Max walks into Two Whales dressed like Rachel, and Nathan's like Rachel, and just sees out the corner of his eye, because you kind of see him truly happy at that point.
Yeah, or at least surprised.
Yeah.
And when he walks at the end of episode 2, when he walks into Victoria's room,
Yeah.
kind of Nathan is probably, I mean, despite what happens to Chloe and just every episode, what happened to Rachel, I think Nathan is probably the most tragic character out of Life is Strange. This is a bit of a tangent, and I'm not going to go too far into it, because we did an episode on Nathan. But yeah, I don't know, this image definitely captures that, just the very well done.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Alrighty. I'm excited to talk about this one. So this is a Chloe cosplay by Girl with Red Hair, or on Facebook, or goes by the name Amethyst Leon on other social medias. And oh boy, okay. Remember when I said about Venus Flytrap Queen's Kate Marsh cosplay? But if you dragged it from the game, this is what Kate would look like. This is the exact same with Chloe.
Yeah, definitely.
I know that she styled the wig herself, she did the shirt herself. I think she pretty much made the entire costume from scratch, I believe.
Wow.
And tried to find the right hat as well for Chloe as well. And I also believe that she even dyed the right parts of the pink on the scalp of the wig, which is
wow.
It's really great.
That's
attention
insane.
to detail. And I believe that in order that she made the shirt, she got watercolors, I believe, and made an outline of it and then painted it from scratch.
Wow.
She's a pro.
Yeah,
Jeez.
seriously, and then the tattoo looks like it's an actual tattoo. Looks like she actually got that tattooed.
10
The
out of
attitude
10.
of it, yeah, seriously, that's Chloe.
And most people might not notice, but I also believe she's wearing contacts as well, blue contacts.
Looks like it, yeah.
Yeah, but it's very subtle as well. I wouldn't have noticed unless I've seen her other cosplays, because I know she cosplayed Korra from The Legend of Korra at one point,
Wow.
which was awesome. Yeah, yeah, and like I said, cosplayers, stop being talented.
Yeah.
No. I love it. Oh my god.
Right.
Yeah, this episode makes me feel bad about myself.
Yeah. Makes me really think my
Same.
entire life. All right.
Everybody's so talented.
Yeah. Okay, Jess. Time for the last image.
All right, so this last one is called Life is Strange Cosplays by Awkward Miss 17 on Tumblr. And boy, is this awkward. It's kind of funny that I picked this one considering what's going on. But I mean, it's kind of cute, it's kind of funny, and it's definitely, I give them props for what they're trying to accomplish here, and it's very, very, very funny and very cute. I love the accuracy of the cosplay that they're doing. It feels like it's not only just a cosplay, it feels like it's like a video or something, you know?
Yeah.
And it's definitely I like the expression on Warren's face. He's almost like, what? It's so cute, and I love how they all have the shirts on that they need, and the rips of Chloe's jeans and the wigs, and it's just very spot on and very funny.
It's very fun image.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Kind of reminds. It kind of makes me imagine of a collage of like images of Max and Chloe, but Warren's trying to somehow third wheel it.
Yeah.
No, I mean,
Oh.
this person actually sent us like about 20 cosplay images.
Oh wow.
Yeah, which was a lot.
Hmm.
But yeah, there were so many good ones. But Jess had to choose this one because she
Of course.
was Warren.
I wanted to please you guys a little bit.
Yeah, I really like that Warren's getting rejected in this. Getting
wow.
shoved away. Oh, it is a very cute picture, very fun.
Hmm.
Alrighty then. So that was the last image of what we chose, and the rest are, well, the last two are actually videos. So Joey, would you like to explain the first video? Well, the video
Yes.
you've chosen.
So this is a cover of Obstacles by Sid Matters, and this is covered by the name of her channel is Lissy Random. I believe that she also goes by Lissy Gaming. That's the name she used when she sent it to us. But yeah, really well done cover. So let's listen.
Let's say sunshine for everyone, but as far as I can remember, we've been migratory animals living under changing weather.
Wow, that was a great clip, man.
Yeah, it just I like I don't know, I like well done covers, and this is a well done cover. And also too, I'm gonna steal a little bit of your thunder here, Jamie. Her setup, it's not really related to the cover.
Damn it.
But her setup is pro. Like, she has an awesome.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So what I was originally going to say about the setup, I love the way that she basically has, the microphone stand instead of just, holding it and it just jittering around everywhere.
Hmm.
Also love the way that she incorporated the game footage as well at the beginning.
Right.
And the
It's
editing
definitely
is
very
done well.
professional.
Yeah.
And if you want to watch the whole thing, we of course will have a link to that video, so you can watch the whole cover.
Hmm. Yeah. Definitely worth your time.
Hmm.
All right. Okay, so this is the final selection. Oh boy, it's a good one. Okay, so this one is by Fighting Dreamer Productions on YouTube, and this is a piece a Life is Strange cosplay skit video called All My Friends Keep Dying. I guess the title pretty much explains itself, but we're going to show a short clip of it. And, yeah.
So what did you get to eat?
Oh, I got the tuna melt.
Isn't that crap?
That would be bad because I'm allergic to shellfish.
What you say? That you only meant well, well, 'cause you did. What you say?
Here, you want this one instead.
Alright. I'm just eating soup.
Alright, so that was just a short clip of about a 3 to 4 minute video of pretty much what I think the antics between Max and Chloe will be, because she keeps dying. Yeah, I mean, cosplays are done really well in this video. The humor, I love the way that I think it's inspired from the SNL sketch Dear Sister with Andy Samberg and Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
With the,
yeah, with the what's that song called, Joey?
it's Hide and Seek.
Yeah.
By Imogen Heap.
Oh.
Yeah, it's done really well. I mean, cosplay. I love the Jefferson cosplayer in this video, as well as Chloe, Victoria, and the Warren. I just realized I've named all the cosplayers.
Oh my god.
Well, all of them are done well, and they filmed this in Tillamook Bay, which is actually one of the towns that inspired Arcadia Bay
Wow.
altogether.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's really well done video.
Was this done at a convention, or did they just like
I think they just
met up
they just
and were
went
like,
up to Tillamook Bay and just did it.
that's awesome.
Yeah, really.
Props to them.
Okay then, so that pretty much sums up the winners that we chose. However, we are going to quickly mention the people that did submit, but we didn't have time for because this episode is almost 2 hours long.
Right.
Crazy. Okay, so I'm just going to quickly read out the names of everyone that did submit, and I will show the images of the artwork so you can have a look yourself. So Malfe actually created a Chloe portrait on the left, on the top left. Ustar created a minimalistic sketch of Max and Chloe with the Life is Strange logo. Eva Glassman created a painting of Rachel. The username on Tumblr, PriceXField, did a really good cosplay of Kate Marsh. And Hema and Fedya did a awesome image of Max Caulfield and Chloe Price. So thank you so much for submitting. We really apologize we didn't have enough time to show your video, well, to show your stuff and talk about it a little bit more, but we really do appreciate it that you sent it in, and yeah, thank you so much.
I want to quickly mention there's another fan initiative that we got sent to us that I want to give a quick shout out to them. I honestly, because it's so multifaceted, I didn't know like what part feature, so I didn't feasibly see how I could talk about the whole project just because it was so multifaceted. But I do want to give I believe it's called All Wounds. It's kind of like a sort of visual novel interactive like fan fiction of like an alternate ending to Life is Strange. And Wilderness Spirits actually has done some art for it. There's several people that collaborated on it, and we'll have some links up so you can check that out. We'll have that up on the website, and very cool project. Very huge undertaking, it seems. And
There's a demo on their Tumblr site,
right,
so you can go check it out there. I personally had a go at myself. I quite enjoyed it. It's just that my computer really sucks at the moment, so I couldn't play through the entire thing. But I really did like what I did play.
So make sure to check that out, and then of course we'll have all this artwork, including the honorable mentions, up, and it'll be linked through. It's gonna take me a bit, but What I plan to do is I would like to compile a list of all the artists that we've mentioned here in this episode that actually have shops available. So if you saw any prints that or any artwork that you want prints of, or want to check out their shop, support these artists so they can keep doing what they love. I'll have a list up with some links where you can find that stuff at. I know there are a few that do have prints, and I'll probably be buying some myself as well.
Same.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
All right, I guess it's pretty much time to sum up the episode, but should we talk about that announcement that we kind of teased at the beginning?
Yeah.
Okay, so since we want to celebrate 1,000 subscribers the right way, we were considering doing a live episode.
Yeah.
Yes.
Don't know how we're going to do it yet, but we will keep you posted through Twitter and other social medias, but it seems more likely it will be for YouTube itself.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So, yeah, I guess if we're going to have a date, it seems Friday at the best, maybe?
Mm-hmm.
Right. So we will keep you posted. If you want to come hang out, talk to us while we do the live episode, ask us questions. If you want to hear our thoughts on anything, if you love us that much, then come hang out.
Yeah, and also,
we'd love to have you.
If you want to submit any artwork of your own for any future Everyday Hero segment, please submit it to us via email, which is blackwellpodcast@hotmail.com. Mm-hmm. You can tweet it to us. You can send it to us via Tumblr, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And if we don't get any submissions by the time, we have to record, we will pretty much go on Searchables, every possible social media we can.
Right.
And find you, so we can do your artwork.
We'll hunt you down.
Yeah.
So thank you so much. Thank you, for being with us, for finding us. We had a bit of a rocky start in the beginning, but now we're at our 10th episode. We're at 1,000 subscribers. It's monumental. We couldn't thank you guys enough. So to the Life is Strange community, to the fans of Blackwell podcast, we love you. Thank you.
Yep. And I guess we might as well end by what we're going to be talking about next week.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So
it's going to be the most hated episode, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Probably.
It's going to be Jefferson.
Yeah. Yep. We're gonna tackle that.
Oh boy.
So that'll be our next actually recorded episode.
Yeah.
So
live, we might just roll with it, do something fun.
Yeah.
So if you like what we do, make sure to subscribe, if you have anything you want to talk about, you can email it to us, you can tweet us, leave it in the comments. And thank you.
And if you want to check out any of the Everyday Hero winners yourself, they will be up on our website in a separate page for episode 10, I believe.
Yeah. So our actual Everyday Heroes winners are already up on the website, and then the images that we used in this episode will be up on its own separate page. So I'll have a link up on our Twitter as soon as I get that up. Mm-hmm. And
yeah, thank you so much for watching. We really appreciate the support. We can't say that enough.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And we will see you next week.
Bye.
See ya.